Greetings, dear ones. I'm Kryon of Magnetic Service. I sit in a room with those who have participated in a week-long adventure in Lemuria. I say these words for those who may hear this and don't really understand, perhaps, the timing of it all, or perhaps the place of it all. We sit in a beautiful time and a place of respect, of remembrance and realization. These are channeled messages. They're real. And they're given on this place we call Lemuria. It always will be. This is the history of those who belong to the island. They claim it as Lemuria. It's not a place they came to have fun. It is the place they grew up. This is the origin, the Akashic launching pad, when it was much larger, when it was called Mu. The Hindu refuge, the monastery that you visited, and the man that you met who represents that belief, who you saw God in him, that man says the same thing. And his leader said the same thing. And pretty soon, when you get a confluence of synchronicities, although they do not represent full proof, they have a truth that rings within them because of the confluence. Unless you have a time machine, you won't have absolute proof. But when the synchronicities of truth start to surround, including that which we were told on Easter Island, including those things which we were told in New Zealand, you start to see maybe it is true. Right now, you visit an energy that many of you remember, and it calls. It's the Lemurian spark. And the spark feels like a parent. It feels like a mother. It calls almost with a whispering wind, a serenity of love. There are those who would say they can hear it in the trade winds in the trees, and they can hear it as the waves crash upon the shore. The words repeat over and over. You're back. You're back. You're back. It's either fantasy to you or it is not. And this is free choice, dear human, to disengage the intellectual for a moment. For you to think out of the box, perhaps, and ask yourself, is there more here than even I know? Is it possible that there's an energy here that wants me, or at least wants me to know something? Now, the last channel we gave you was one where we started to ask you about what's going to happen when you leave here. And we said, tell us about the future. What are you going to do with any realizations you've had here? Now, most of you think this has to do with you personally. Well, it does. But you can't stop there. And here's why. This is the most profound thing that we are going to say, and we've waited till the end to say it. Old souls whose Akash rang with the Lemurian spark are sitting here in front of me. This is what brought you here. And in that, there is something you should know. When you go from this place, wherever you call home, You carry a profound R with you we never talked about, and it's called responsibility. Whatever you picked up here, you can't just make it a lullaby for your heart for the rest of your life. It's got to translate into compassion for other human beings on the planet, and you pay it forward. And only the akashically strong, that is the old soul, only the old soul, can create this kind of energy repeatedly for the planet. Every little thing you do, knowing what you know from here on, makes a difference for those around you. The planet gets enlightenment one person at a time, not with groups. You don't have enlightened groups having a great aha all together. It's one heart at a time. You. That's what the big shift is about. On the mountaintop, when Gaia had opened up with what we call liquid sunshine, and it was beating upon the tarp. Do you remember what the Swami said? Totally apart from anything Kryon has ever said. He doesn't read Kryon. The Hindu master outlined something you should hear. He said, everything is changing, didn't he? He knew. The indigenous of the planet know, and so do you. This has been the message now for years and years. What kind of power do you take from here? Power. Let me tell you, so you know, oh responsible one. I'm going to give you a phrase. Repetitive consciousness and action creates synchronicity and reality for the planet. Repetitive consciousness and action creates synchronicity and reality for the planet. Now, what does that mean? Old soul, let me give it to you straight. What are your habits? What do you repeat over and over? What's your demeanor? You're on the airplane, you're in the airport, you're at home. Is a smile something that happens automatically when you look around, when you see others, or not? Is it or is it not? What is the demeanor? Is it joy or is it not? Or is it woe is me? Or worse, are you the victim of the day? Because your luggage didn't make it. Or something is too heavy or something hurts. What is your demeanor of the moment? What is normal to you? When you see situations, do you have immediate compassion for how it happened, or do you complain about it? What is your repetitive habit? Because here's what I'm going to tell you, old soul, powerful person, and listen to this. All those listening should hear this. What your habit is what your reality becomes for you and those around you. How do you like it so far? You can create whatever you want to. Whatever you want to. Now it's time for you to take the Lemurian spark, dear ones, and carry this away and let it change the habits perhaps you're not even aware you have, which would diminish the love of God inside you. Where people might look at you and say, well, I don't like that person too much because they're a little strange. Is that what really you want to show the planet? A little strange? Practice compassion. Understand what all of this has meant for tomorrow, for you. this group will never be coming back the same way it is now, together. It's the last moments. There's no goodbye. But you have to understand that when you disperse, there is an energy which can stay with you. The one next to you goes with you, even if you don't know them that well. The camaraderie of the Lemurian spark and what you experience, the beauty of Gaia, the synchronicities, all together, repeating to show you your magnificence when you leave. Don't let this escape you. It's an assignment to you to take what you have learned here in a way that has been elegant and elevated and advanced, and apply it to your life and change your habits. That's why you came. That's why you're here on the planet at this moment. Some of you had tremendous synchronicities to get you here. Are you going to think you're lucky, or was there purpose? And if there was purpose, that means there's a whole entourage looking at you and saying, make it worth it. Make it worth it. It's beautiful. It couldn't be more beautiful. For you to sit here knowing that there is no accident, that it came about this way. We have presented the synchronicities to you all week long so that you could admire them, so that they would take your breath away. Don't forget it, because this is what you can do when you leave. You can take others' breath away by the synchronicities you create for them, the healings, the family, the love, the compassion, the problems. Masters. Doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. That's the beauty of who's here. That's the message for the week. It's always the message when I'm on Lemuria. In a moment, you will hear Calais. She calls yet again upon the ancestors and sets an energy that only she can set with the bridge that she represents. I am Kryon, in love with humanity. And so it is.
You look so beautiful. So exquisitely beautiful. And you look different than when I first saw you. You were beautiful then, but you're even more beautiful now. I'm honored to be here, and I'm honored to be with family. I will miss you. The ancient Hawaiians, the ancients of the distant past, we did not have a hell. When we left this planet, we went back to the spirit world, to the Makali'i, the Pleiades. And we didn't have the belief that we were born dirty. In fact, we believed that we were born carrying a bowl of light. Make your hands like a bowl. That is that bowl of light. And that light contained the love of the ancestors and the love of the Creator, that bowl of light. And every single human on this planet carries that bowl of light. The parable that we have, that is very ancient, is that this bowl of light, as we carry through life, we're little children, and we get into playing with other children, and we start to argue with them and take away their toys. And it's like putting little pebbles into our bowls of light. We get into our teenage years, and we begin to get jealousies and pettiness and different arguments between our friends. And it puts more rocks into our bowls of light. And then we get into adulthood, and we start to do things that have no integrity. We steal and we lie. And it puts more rocks into our bowls of light. And before you know it, you can barely see that bowl of light. But this compassionate universe and the ancestors have a solution. So take your bowl of light that's filled with the rocks of the things that we've done and turn it over. Throw it away. Now hold that bowl and fill it with the love and light of the Creator and the love and light of the ancestors. And bring it to your heart and pour it in there so that bowl of light is within you. And as your hands are on your heart, make these words with me. I am magnificent. I was born magnificent. I carry a bowl of light within me. The light of the ancestors. The love of the ancestors. The light of the Creator. The love of the Creator. I am magnificent. And I know it. I'm going to do a closing prayer for you. I will do it in Hawaiian and then in English, followed by a chant of gratitude. Eho mai iki ko alo a me i ka manapunui, i ke aloha a me i ka haoli, i ka malu a me i ka laulea, i ke ola a me i ka pa'a, i ka ponohana a me i ka vaivai. A he pono pau oli a pau, io hele mai ia mako, mua ia mako, hopim ia mako, ma luna ia mako, a me lalo ia mako, ka apuni ia mako, a me I loko ia mako, a me ho'ohana ia mako, ala hele I ka malino, nani a me hemolele, lele vale I ka puli ia kalani nui, a mama noa. May the presence and the power, the love and the joy, the peace and the happiness, the health and the wholeness, the success and the abundance, all of the infinite good that our most sacred Creator is, go with us, before us, behind us, above and below us, around and within us, and make smooth, beautiful, and perfect our way. May this prayer fly to the highest heavens. Keep your hands on your heart and join me in gratitude as we say this prayer of chant of gratitude to the multitudes that are filling this room so they may ascend. We thank them for being with us this entire journey, filling us with their love and the light. Mahalawe ka lehu lehu, mahalawe na makua, mahalawe na kupuna, mahalawe na li'i, mahalawe na aumakua, mahalawe na kue, mahalawe. Please join me. Mahalawe, mahalawe, mahalawe. Aloha nui wau I o kou. I love you all very much. Thank you for this love you've given me.